Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead, Cande Roth out back towards the end of next week as she continues the move into her new place. Can't wait to get all the details. Speaking of Halloween, there are some statistics I have for you, but what's interesting is the first thing I'm reading here is, yesterday we told you that, Halloween, not only on a Saturday, right, in a pandemic, on a Saturday, which is like, double trouble, but now, and we also told you about moving the clocks back so you get an extra hour of Halloween in case it wasn't enough. Now, finding out the first full moon on Halloween since 2001. So you have a full moon, you have an extra hour as we push the clocks back, you have Halloween being on a Saturday and during a pandemic. But here are some of the stats for you. The most popular costumes for dogs are pumpkin, hot dog, and superhero. 17% of people will dress up their dogs for Halloween. I am not part of the 17%. I am definitely part of the 83%. My dogs will not be leaving the house on Halloween. Around 80% of pumpkins are picked in October. That makes a lot of sense. 2 billion pounds of pumpkins are grown in the U.S. each year. That's with a B, 2 billion pounds. The most popular children's costume in any given year is a princess, by the way, which makes sense. Easy to dress up the little ones as the princess. 72% of parents admit to stealing candy from the kids. Absolutely. Speaking of which, the most popular Halloween candies, Skittles, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, M&M's, Snickers, and Starburst. I'm a Butterfinger man myself. When I was a kid, I used to call it the Wood Bar. Did you ever bite into a Butterfinger and take a look? It looks like a piece of wood. It's the tastiest thing ever. But that is my favorite, the Wood Bar, the Butterfinger. We buy as people more than twice as much candy for Halloween than Valentine's Day. That also makes sense. And 68% of Americans celebrate Halloween in one way or another. As we get ready for Halloween tomorrow, I will give you this to chew on and just think about. Just be safe. When the kids are out there, make sure they at least are wearing the mask if you're heading out for Halloween, or find a safer way to celebrate Halloween. But in either event, just be safe about it as we get towards the holiday here tomorrow. We have plenty to get to today. Some interesting stories for you. And by the way, side note, I will be on Halloween. I will be probably finishing season 5 of Breaking Bad. I'm already at the final season of Breaking Bad. Very excited. And if I have time, I may start The Crown, because I was talking to my father yesterday, and, he's a big fan of the Queen of England, and which I found out also he's got this affinity for Winston Churchill, and there's all sorts of things I was learning about my dad. And he's watching The Crown. He doesn't watch many series or TV shows like that, so I may check that out. And one final note for you, which I meant to tell you, if you have not watched the new season of This Is Us, I was talking earlier in the week about how, they'd have to bring me back in. It's been a year. I don't know if I'm going to, rejoin and get back in, and how's it going to be. And they're phenomenal. The writers, director, producer, everyone involved in this show is phenomenal. This Is Us just picked right back up with the pandemic, with the masks. They involved themselves in what's going on in America, which makes sense because they're a very real show, and they just dragged me right back in. So well done again to the writers of This Is Us. I knew they would. We've got a special song for you at 7:30. Your next entertainment update coming up at 8:12. Also, some interesting stories for you as we go through the day here about a man who tried to bribe an iPhone tech not to fix his phone. We'll tell you why. Yes, that's right. Please don't fix my phone. Here's money. A guy who went to one of these animal sanctuaries, if you want to call them, like a Tiger King thing in Florida, and what happened when he stepped into the cage with a leopard. We will discuss that as well. And how do you eat your pizza? Do you eat the crust or not? An interesting story on that as well, as we get into a bunch of different things this morning. It's My Country 96.1.
Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.